And a very warm welcome. We have with us Mr. Amit Talgeri, CRO, Axis Bank. Hello, sir. Welcome to ETBFSI. Let me start by asking your experience speaking at the event today.
Oh, it's been absolutely wonderful. I think a whole gallery of what I call information specialists, whether it is on the CIO side, you could see a lot of information security guys. We also saw a lot of people from the data field, data analytics and data specialists. So, the audience had a mix of a wealth of experience and in my own mind, extremely useful, extremely insightful sessions. And more importantly, I think for topics which are really, in our face right now, AI, ML, usage of technology, how are we harnessing, technology to ensure there is innovation there. And from my own point of view, I think how are we ensuring that risk is also getting part of that discussion as we speak. But an extremely useful and a very, very insightful event.
Right. So, sir, now we know that digitization is not just limited to the tech department and it is an essential part of business today. So, from your point of view, how do you link the today's theme, which is supercharging innovation, with the topic that you spoke about, cyber risks?
See, today I think the way I look at it is that the whole world is talking about how are we investing in digital, how are we investing in technology, how are we doing the next level. We're talking about AI, we're talking about Gen AI, we're talking about Open AI, Chat GPT. So a lot of innovation and investment into new technologies, but there's very limited, mind space in people when it comes to risk related to those, and hence it's important for a risk practitioner like me to kind of bring those insights as well in sessions like these to say that while there's a lot of good use cases and I genuinely believe in all of them, but there is also we need to be a little careful. Like they always say, the fraudsters are always one step ahead of us, so it's important for us to ensure that our resilience towards some of these technology adoptions is robust and strong and sustainable, so that the investment is equal in terms of whether it is resilience or looking at risk mitigation for some of these new technologies.
Right. So, if you can also briefly touch upon what are some of the technologies that big banks like you are following to control cyber risks?
So we've obviously, so one of the things for most banks typically is identity theft, and we've seen identity theft as one of the biggest, challenges that we've faced in the last few. The digital frauds are exploding. We've seen, for example, with a whole host of payments coming into the ecosystem. Tracking trail of money is extremely important, and to that extent, there are enough and more tools that we've been using to ensure that we track trail of money. Digital transaction monitoring, for example, is one big use case that we see. We're using forensics, we're using innovative ways. We're looking patterns, analysis of customers, payment patterns, behavior of customers, all of that as an input to ensure that we can prevent frauds and risks. The other thing is we also looked at AI ML use cases where we use for threat intel, for example, incident reporting. We do use it for cyber analytics, for example, is something that we are really looking at very extensively. A large part of the banking today happens through mobile apps, through mobiles or internet banking through your computers. So it's very important for you to also ensure. So we've used tools where we can actually do some, forensics around mobile scrapping, pattern analysis models. So some of these are helping the bank counter some of the threats that we see around digital frauds.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.